Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kinda Crafty Kenzie and I am Kenzie. Whether you are new or returning, I am so excited you are here today. I have such an adorable video planned for y'all. It is a tier tray cutie theme, but it is Easter themed, and even more specifically, it is carrot themed. So enough jibber jabber, let's go because I can't wait to show you. For cutie number one, I am going to use this old piece of wood that my husband had thrown into a garbage bin. I always am scavenging his scrap wood bins. Anyways, it's kind of shaped like a picket fence because that's exactly what it was, but I'm making it look like a house. So I am going to use these little bamboo sticks. I got these off of Amazon and I will link them below for you guys. I absolutely love them. They're a lot like craft sticks, but they're a lot softer. They cut better and they're really nice to work with. So as you can see, I just cut it and angled it onto the little board to make it look like a little roof. So then I'm going to go ahead and paint this entire piece white front and back, just so it was, fully covered the way if you would see the back, because obviously it's a tier tray, you might. And I did attach some little tumbling towers on the back of this. The little tumbling tower pieces from Dollar Tree, just to kind of give it, a little bit of brace so it can stand up on the tier tray. Now, I thought about painting the roof black, like with my chalk paint, but I decided to go the easier route because there are literally like 16 tier tray cuties in this video, you guys. So yeah, this video took quite a while to make, quite a while to edit. So anyways, I hope you enjoy it, but I did cheat in some places and used paint markers when I could. Why not? It's easier, so that's what we're doing. In the majority of the roof, I was able to use like my fat point paint marker, but to get into those like little nooks and crannies and try not to get so much on the white, I had to use my fine point paint marker, and I have both of these linked below for you guys in the description box. I love using paint markers for small, like little intricate painting like this. As you can see, I did go ahead and distress over that black with some white chalk paint, just because it did make it a little shiny, because it is acrylic based paint and I don't like the shiny. Now I'm just going to add some of this vinyl that I printed off with my Cricut. Every DIY today has, well, every DIY except one has vinyl on it. So this is another Cricut sponsorship. Excuse me. Oh man, my allergies, you guys. Anyways, as you can see, that little A did break, so I just went ahead in and fixed it with my paint marker, and it looked totally fine. Now I'm going to grab one of these little cute carrots from one of those little packs of ornaments from Dollar Tree, and I used the paint marker to color the carrot, and then I used celery green to color the stem, because celery green is a color I incorporated in this video as well. And then I just went ahead with that black marker and gave like the little carrot grooves. I super glued it down. I originally was going to put it up in the top, like above Miller Family, but I decided I liked it right there instead. But then I thought that the top of this looked a little naked now, so I went ahead and toned down my vinyl just a little bit with a little bit of white chalk paint. It is the matte version, but I still like to make it look distressed. Then I printed off this little windmill, and it's not your like a run-of-the-mill farmhouse windmill. It's more like your what we use today to make our electric work windmill. And I live near so many of these, and my husband and I actually visited one of these places on our first date. When you live in the woods and you live in the middle of nowhere, and close to Amish country, you do stuff like that on a date. I don't know, guys. But I hope you guys like this first little cutie. I absolutely love it. Let me know what you all think. If you are new here today, welcome. My name is Mackenzie, aka Kenzie, and I am so excited that you found my channel and clicked on my video today. I hope you are loving everything you see so far. Crafting and DIYing is my passion, so if that is what you are into, you're in the right place. So don't forget to subscribe and turn your bell notification on. For cutie number two, we're going to use this little wood piece that I got from Dollar Tree. I did remove that twine and did fill in those little holes with some spackling, let it dry, and then sanded off the excess. Again, I gave this a full coat of white chalk paint. That's pretty much going to be the run of the DIYs today. Everything is basically white surface with black vinyl. and then I did incorporate some orange and green here and there. So just to let you guys know what's up. Anyways, these are really fun to use on tier trays because they stand up on their own quite nicely. So as you can see, this vinyl just says carrots for the Easter Bunny. I thought it was so cute. And I stuck with the black vinyl because I thought it was a really nice farmhouse theme, the black and white, and then it made any color I gave it pop even more. So again, with one of those little carrots from the Dollar Tree, same coloring, same thing I did in the first cutie, and that's it for this one. I just super glued that little carrot down, just dressed over the letters with some white chalk paint, and there you go. So simple, cost like $1 to make, perfect for a tier tray. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not. For cutie number 3, I am going to use this little octagon shape from Michaels, but this was still under $1, so it was super inexpensive to make. I went ahead with that white chalk paint in just the center, and then I did go up on the ledges of this little shape. Now I don't show it, but I flipped it over and I went ahead and removed, there is a sawtooth hanger on the back, and I did remove that, and then I painted the back of this with the white chalk paint as well. I kept the outside edges of this little octagon like that plain wood. So I thought it was really pretty, like it was really neat how the colors kind of all meshed in. I don't know, you'll see it in a little bit and you'll have to let me know, but I definitely enjoyed doing a completely different color theme. I kept any vibrant colors like the orange and the green very minimal and really concentrated on natural tone in pieces, white, and then of course the black vinyl. So that's not usually my color scheme, so you all will have to let me know what you think. And make sure you let me know in the comments like what colors you guys do for Easter or spring. I always find myself leaning towards yellows and like lavenders and blues and greens and of course like white and gray. I don't know, it's kind of weird for me, but those are usually my go-to. But let me know what y'all love to use. Now I'm going to show you guys the biggest mistake I've ever made with my Cricut and with one of my mats. So I don't know what I was thinking. I just thought I had a good idea that I could use the firm grip mat, like the Stronghold, and my vinyl would not tear so easily because when I was running it through on a, regular grip mat, it was tearing up those little tiny intricate letters like you can see like on the and some of like the little, like the A has a little line like you saw in the last project where I had to fix it. But this totally backfired. I mean, it totally worked. All my vinyl was in perfect condition, except for the vinyl that I wasted that makes me sick because I save every little piece. But what happened was when I put it down on the firm grip, you guys probably already know what happened. It literally just took hold of that vinyl, the backing, and made it a permanent resident on it. So I knew if I tried to rip that up, I was going to ruin the vinyl that it cut. So I did go ahead and just weed it all out straight from the mat, and then I did have to dispose of it. Luckily, it wasn't super expensive because it was an off-brand that I got to try out, and I highly recommend it. It's got a very firm grip. Just don't put your regular vinyl on it. I will just chalk it up to a Kenzie moment. So as you can see, I did cut out this cute little bunny butt and attached him into that little octagon shape, distressed over it a little bit with some of that white chalk paint. Now I'm going to add some of that Spanish moss down on the bottom ledge of this, and then cut these little tips off of these little flowers that I get from Amazon. I use them all the time in the spring, and I will link them for you. They come in tons of different colors, but I thought that it looked like the bunny was kind of digging in a little nest of clover or something. I don't know, because bunnies love clover, so that's why I did that. I thought it was cute, gave it a little spring touch, a little bit of different color, but still kept all my colors coordinating, and I think this is so cute. There's just something about that adorable little bunny butt that will get you every time. But you guys let me know what you think about this one. Y'all know my obsession with mini cutting boards and that my husband cuts them out for me. So of course I had to grab one and give it a good coat of white chalk paint and incorporate it on this tier tray as well. I cut out this cute little piece of vinyl with the little carrots in the back of the truck, As you can see, I lost the T in both carrot and patch, and that's why I wanted to try putting my vinyl down on the stronger mat, but yeah, anyways, we're not going to talk about that anymore. So I had to fill in those T's, and then I printed out a little 10, and then just drew a little cent sign because I wasn't even going to try to print that out. Then I just went ahead and I did attach a little carrot down at the bottom, but I guess I decided I didn't want to show you guys that part, and I just tied a little hanger with some jute twine and then tied it in a knot at the top. Add a little tumbling tower block on the back so it could stand up, and this little cutie is all done. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip. This next cutie was designed and made by my friend Liz over at More DECAL and Decor. She has a channel here on YouTube, and she also has a website. Both links are in my description box. Please go check her out if you have not already. I've talked about her before. I've collabed with her before, and I'm obsessed with her craft kits. They're so easy to assemble, and she even has tutorials on her website and on here on her channel on how to make her craft kits. Perfect for tier trays. Just so adorable, you guys. Get over there and watch her after you watch my video. So as you can see, it's a cute little truck with a carrot in the back, and she has a bunch more Easter ones. I just purchased this one last year, and I never got around to making it. So I was so excited to incorporate it into this tier tray video. But as you can see, I painted the backing white, and then I painted my truck in celery, and then I accented everything else in black, including those teeny tiny little tail lights. I used an orange paint marker to go ahead and paint this carrot as well, and then I did use a darker green paint marker to make the little stem of the carrot. I ended up not caring for that, but I did not want to put celery on top of celery. But I went in after it was dry and distressed over it with white chalk paint, along with that little bumper, there we go, lost the word, to kind of tone down the shine of the black paint marker, of course. I colored his little tires. You totally wouldn't have to do this, but I just wanted to pop off some black here and there, so that's why I chose to do that. And if you ever need any help with seeing how you assemble these little craft kits, I mean, there's little cheat lines that you can see that shows you where to glue it down, and I highly recommend you use super glue because of the little teeny tiny intricate pieces. Guys, I swear my brain does not work right since COVID. It just, I don't think I'm firing on all cylinders anymore. But as you can see, it's super easy to just go ahead and apply with super glue, and I use gel super glue and it just works out perfectly. The more I use it, the more I love it, so I highly recommend it. I get mine from Amazon, but I'm sure you can get it from anywhere. I just hate when I go somewhere and it's out, so I just buy from Amazon. Now, attaching those little tail lights were a little tricky, so instead of super gluing my fingers together, I went ahead and used a pair of pliers and then just kind of dabbed the little tail light on top of the glue bottle, and it stuck down perfectly fine. But how cute is this? Absolutely adorable and precious. And like I said, she has tons more Easter DIY kits out for this spring season and Easter season, and I can't wait to buy more. So for this next DIY, I am going to go ahead and use this plank from the Dollar Tree. It comes in the, like, what, 6-pack from them, I think it's a 6-pack. Anyways, I completely forgot to film half of this. I don't know what I was doing, but as you can see, I just cut out carrots with my vinyl and then attached 25 cents in the little letters from the Dollar Tree. Then I made a C, make it look like a little cent sign, and then I just drew the little lines that go on the cent sign, you know, in the black you see. And then on the carrot, I chose to only color or paint the stem green and leave it natural because I just thought it was so soft and pretty, and I love the way it looks. You could totally make it orange if you wanted, but I kind of wanted it a little bit rusticy. That is why I attached the jute twine around the edges, and then of course tumbling tower blocks on the back so that it could stand up on its own, and I think it's so cute. I am also super obsessed with little rolling pins. I get this size here in a pack from Amazon. I will have them linked. You can also get them from Hobby Lobby, but they are a bit larger. And I like to use the smaller ones for like seasonal decor, like holidays and such. I don't know why, I just do. Then, so I painted just the rolling part of this. I don't know. I painted the middle with some pumpkin orange chalk paint diluted down with some white chalk paint just because the pumpkin was a little bit too vibrant. So I did soften it up a little bit with that white. And then as you can see, I just attached some vinyl over it that says carrots and left the handles in their natural tone. And then I tied some jute twine, just kind of wrapped it around the one end, and then tied a simple shoestring bow and just attached it right to the top of that jute twine. So simple, and I just think that little rolling pins, a tier tray is just not complete without a little rolling pin. So you'll have to let me know what you think of this one.
I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to.
This next little cutie is ridiculously simple as well. I grabbed one of these little square plank wood pieces, of course from the Dollar Tree. Again, they come in a 6-pack, just like the more rectangular ones. I painted front and back white, and then I went ahead and printed out just some random bunnies. There's lots of mention of carrot in this, so I thought we'd throw in a bunny here and there too, because who eats the carrots other than Rudolph is the bunny. So I just attached those cute little bunnies down, went over the black with some of the white chalk paint, as always, and I did decide to throw a little stitching on this. I haven't stitched for a while on any of my DIYs. I tend to not do that so much because sometimes it's too cutesy for my style. I don't know, it just depends on my mood for the day, but I thought that it would kind of help give this a little something more. I also attached a little shoestring bow I made out of jute twine. I kept the little tails along, and then I propped it up with a little mini easel that I got from Amazon that will also be linked below. And I think this is so cute. Does anybody know what number we're on? Yeah, neither do I. I started to count in the beginning, but as you can see, I quickly gave that up. So we're not going to do that anymore. But like I said, there's like 16 DIYs, so I got to keep talking fast. For this one, we are going to grab this little box from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to make a stack of books. Now, you can totally use Dollar Tree's pre-made little books. I don't have those on hand. I tend to use real books or real pieces of wood that my husband will cut out for me and make them that way. But I just want to show you guys how easy it is to make a very sophisticated, very high-end looking stack of books out of just a $1.25 little box from the Dollar Tree. So I painted my entire little box white. You could totally add color if you wanted to. Then as you can see, I just put down some vinyl for fresh carrots, 25 cents. You could totally like make any words you want or any titles you want. That was just my choice. I originally had one of those little teeny tiny carrots on there, but then I dug through my stash and saw this little carrot that I had made last year for my little Easter tree that I will link above. So I decided to incorporate that instead, and I just thought that that looked really cute. My husband agreed as well, so I told him if y'all don't like it, it's his fault. But anyways, I think it's super cute. I really, really love it. So you guys will have to let me know what you think about this super simple DIY. I love to add any kind of greenery or floral pieces to my tier trays to just kind of help offset them. So I just grabbed this little crafting jar from the Dollar Tree. I removed the lid and then lost it, but then I just went ahead and painted this little jar in that celery green chalk paint. I let it dry, and then I went ahead and painted kind of sloppily white over it. Then I sanded it and made it look distressed, as you can see. You can see that celery green coming through just enough to kind of, balance out that white, and I think it looks so pretty. Then I just took some of this burlap ribbon that I have. It's wireless, so it's super easy to work with and kind of maneuver it the way that you want to. I'm pretty sure I got this off of Amazon, but I honestly do not remember, you guys. But burlap ribbon is so easy to come by. You could use any kind you have. So as you can see, I just glued it around the jar, and then I did put some floral foam in there and put some of that Spanish moss in there and some of those same little white floral pieces that I used in the little bunny butt DIY, and then I did add a little jute twine bow to the front, and I think it's just a perfect little spring farmhouse rustic-y looking floral arrangement. These next two little cuties kind of coincide with each other, so we are going to do a 2-for-1 here. I did everything you're going to see here twice. I took a little piece of scrap wood that my husband had. I have no idea how big this is. It just looked like a nice size for my tier tray, and it was nice and like evenly shaped, and it was a little rectangle. I painted both of them front and back with white chalk paint. Then I took some more of those little bamboo sticks, and I just measured like on the little edge there, as you can see, and I cut out 4 of those, obviously 2 for each of these little blocks. Then I went ahead and attached them down with some hot glue. I'm pretty sure I used hot glue for this. Like I said, who knows? It just depends on my mood what kind of glue I use, whether I use hot glue or whether I use super glue, wood glue. We never know. It's just, your guess is as good as mine. So I'm trying to make like those cute little signs that, you know, you've seen them with like the wood on the edge, and then you can see like the little nails. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. So I did go ahead and paint those little bamboo pieces in the white. I was going to leave them in the natural tone, but I decided no, I'm going to go ahead and paint them white, and then I just used my paint marker and just did a little dab to make it look like little nails. And then this was the first little bit of vinyl that I cut out for the first one, 3 little bunnies, and my daughter says that these represent my 3 girls. That's not what I was going for, but okay. Of course, I just dressed over that vinyl a little bit. And for the second one, I did the same thing with those little edges of the bamboo sticks. But I did print out this cute little Easter word with bunny ears. My vinyl broke again, so I had to add a little bit in. But as you can see, it's actually 2 DIYs, but we're going to count it as 1. So as you can see, yeah, they're cute, right? And they were super, super easy. This next little cutie, I'm going to use this little wood plank with the rough edges, and this is actually from Michael's. It was under $1 as well. I did go ahead and paint front and back with white chalk paint, of course, and I did actually end up removing that little like rope hanger there on the top. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to remove it or not while I was painting, so I left it on for a bit. Then I printed out this cute little bunny bait sign, or vinyl word, you see it. I think that font is so adorable. I couldn't tell you what it is, but it's so cute. Then I attached a couple tumbling towers and left them in their natural tone on the back to help this little sign stand up. I got these carrots from that little collection of little unfinished wood pieces from Hobby Lobby. They are so cute. I love them. I just painted the little carrot tops with that celery green and left the carrots in their natural state, and I think this is such a cute little DIY and perfect for the tier tray. Hey guys, we're in the home stretch. If you're still with me, give me a big thumbs up, because that means you guys love tier trays and the little cuties that come on them as much as I do. And this is the last little set of cuties. These little blocks came from Target. They originally said home on one side. I tried to DIY them on the other, ended up hating it. Haven't been able to really use these since, so I decided this would be a perfect little touch to a tier tray. So as you can see, I am painting one with that orange pumpkin chalk paint mixed with the white chalk paint to tone it down a little bit. And now I'm just going to attach this little piece of scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby to the front with some school glue, and then I just sanded off the edges to kind of clean up the edges, and it is so satisfying. You can totally Mod Podge this if you want to. I'm a Mod Podge lover, but I totally recommend using school glue, because on little pieces like this, it's so much easier. It dries so much faster, and you can get done way quicker. And then you can put like 37 little tier tray cuties in one video and then wonder why you can't talk by the end. So then I just took some of this jute twine and glued it onto the back, contemplated what I was going to do for a second. Half the time when I am DIYing, you guys, I am literally just DIYing on the fly. I don't usually have a plan at all. So when something goes well, I just keep making more and more and more, and that's why there are so many. So anyways, now you can see that I just wrapped it around the front of this little house so adorably, then just glued it onto the back, and I am going to go ahead and attach a shoestring bow to the front of this along with one of those little carrots from the Hobby Lobby kit that I just showed you. I did leave this carrot in its natural tone. I did not paint it at all. And I think that's so cute. I thought it was so cute that I wanted to do another one just like it, but different. So I took another one of those little blocks and I painted the whole thing in my celery green chalk paint. Then I found some more Hobby Lobby scrapbook paper that matched it really nicely. And I just attached it down to the one side like I did with the other one. Same thing, school glue, sand, 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 satisfy, you know, the spiel. Took the jute twine around it. Like I did in the first one, but instead of putting a little shoestring bow, my kids are distracting me because they're quite loud, on the side, I went ahead and put it in the middle, and then I attached this little Happy Easter wood piece from that little box that those carrots came from Hobby Lobby. I am using some of my super glue, but it's the brush-on kind, and it's so handy, you guys. I will link the ones I use down below. Like I said, they're from Amazon. And then, like I said, I just attached this little bow on the top. It's so cute. I'm obsessed. Anyways, you guys, I had such a blast in making these 1005 tier tray cuties for you guys. And I'm not done. This is only Easter tier tray cutie part 1. I am totally coming out with a part 2, maybe even a part 3, because I can't stop. I guess I need to make more tier trays to keep up with all my cuties. I don't know. But I just think they're so fun to decorate with. And you don't even have to decorate them on a tier tray. You can put them on shelves and whatnot. Whatever you want to do. But things that are tiny are just so cute to me. That's why my kids used to be cute and then they grew. And yeah, well, I'm just kidding. They're still cute. Anyways, thank you so much for coming along with me today. I had such a blast as always. You guys know my obsession with tier tray cuties and DIYing period. Look how full this tier tray is. This is literally not how I would decorate it. I should have did a better job. I apologize. But my other tier tray is full and I didn't want to empty it. But anyways, you guys, I hope you liked this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Make sure to subscribe if you're not. Put a little Kenzie in your day. And I will see you guys on Sunday with my next DIY video. Bye, guys.
I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold